You can see I'm back on my favorite redhead. Dropped some new menu items, but specifically what we're here for are these two new Frosties, snickerdoodle in chocolate and vanilla. They got new Frosties like every other month at this point, bro. I swear to God, but hey, that's why we're here, man. Actually, I'm pretty sure those are the new menu items. I ordered this a while ago. I also wanted to spin the block and try the tenders. They have the honey barbecue sauce, which apparently is different from the regular one. A lot of people are upset there's no more sweet and sour sauce, which I didn't even know was a thing, to be honest with you, that they got rid of it last time, but I didn't try the sweet honey barbecue sauce last time, people, so you got to try that. So I got the tenders, so I want to double down and see if they're actually good. Sometimes, depending, the tenders will get better or worse. They've been out for a month now, so I got a 3-piece of those, $7. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. These look worse. Like, look, I'm just going to show y'all real quick. We're going to get into the Frosties first, but those don't look the same as last time. I always have to double check, because sometimes, like, when it first rolls out, it's either better or worse. You give it a month, and it changes. But here is why we're here. But the main reason we're here is to try these new Snickerdoodle Cookie Fusion Frosties. Now, these both come with Snickerdoodle cookies as well as a Snickerdoodle sauce. You can get them in chocolate or vanilla. I always try to get both because a lot of times one is better than the other. So that's why I like to do that. But I'm going to get all the way in here, make sure I get some of this sauce and everything. Make sure we get that all incorporated. A lot of times I get it from the top and then we miss some of the sauce and everything. So should be good here. Spectacular. Spectacular. The cookies are still crunchy, thank goodness. A lot of times in the past when they did this, the toppings or the mix-ins were soggy. And this time they are not. This is like, I think this is what they were going for, but this tastes like a McFlurry to me. The Snickerdoodle sauce is like a caramel, but it's got that cinnamon sugar that goes in here. So this almost tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is one of my favorite freaking cereals, bro. Yeah. This is delicious. This is one of them keep on the menu joints, which they won't. It's going to go in the graveyard with all my favorite burgers from Wendy's. Oh, that's good. I sit here and eat this whole thing. This is crunchy Snickerdoodle. Vanilla goes well with like that cinnamon sugar. And then some caramel cinnamon sugar tasting Snickerdoodle sauce. This is a top 3 Frosty, like, period, for me, because it reminds me of that cereal. This is fire. I'm giving this on a chain scale, like, over even, like, a lot of those Dairy Queen-esque type of stores. Not over, but including those, like a 9 out of 10. Including the Blizzards and all that good stuff. That's the one right there. Now, let's try the chocolate one. I say this all the time, but their chocolate Frosty, to me, doesn't really mix well with a lot of things that they have, but I'm always here to try it anyway. Hopefully this one does. Make sure I get some cookies, some caramel. Got to scrape the sides a little bit. There we go. Let's get it. Same idea. When I get chocolate Frosties, it's rare that I usually just like them plain. And I feel like it's such a strong flavor that it doesn't go well with a lot of mix-ins. Like, I'm not getting the same amount of kick from the cookies and the Snickerdoodle sauce that I did with the vanilla. It's still good, but I don't need it in this. I just can't taste it as much. Also, the Wendy's I'm at has a car wash next to it. So my man's like cleaning his rims. I don't know if y'all can see him. But if you see a person walking over there, he just came from the car wash. He's just wiping his rims off. I guess they don't do that here. At my car wash, they dry the car for you. I don't look like they did. Or maybe he just wanted to himself. I don't go to this car wash. It'd be way too packed, bro. I don't like that. But this is cool. I just think it goes better with the vanilla. My chocolate, I kind of like by itself. I can't think of any of them that I liked better as a chocolate recently. Because I don't think they've picked the right flavors that go well with this. It's always with vanilla. So this one, I'll give it 8 out of 10. It doesn't taste bad. I just think it's overpowering everything else that's good in here. But the vanilla Frosty, bro, like that's an elite Frosty for me because I love that. I want to see them do like a Fruity Pebbles one or like a peanut butter one because those are my favorite 3 cereals. We got Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles, and then Reese's Puffs. Those are my favorite 3. So I'd love to see them do something like that, but this is right up my alley. Okay, I already alluded to this, but round 2 with the tenders, I got the 3-piece, which ran me what? I have to be scared to look at these prices. $5.59. You get 2 sauces with it. And then I paid an extra 50 cents. They think that they're slick. They're charging extra for these sauces now, which is insane. They're trying to, like, I feel like I could go on a rant with Wendy's right now because I saw something else I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. They had a sign up, which doesn't affect me, but it's kind of annoying. So here we go. We got the tenders again. They don't look the same. In the honey barbecue this time. I'm so disappointed in Wendy. I love Wendy's, but this is not it, bro. It was chewy. That's not a good sign, bro. Hold on. I am going to try to give the benefit of the doubt that they gave me a bad piece of chicken on this one because there was like mad cartilage or something that just was completely off. I could tell by the way it looked in the beginning. But when you pay $6 for 3 tenders, I just spit $2 out. And that's not a good sign. But that was like inedibly chewy, which is really scary. I'm going to try one more, and I'm going to go in for the signature sauce. I can't believe this, bro. Y'all know, Wendy's, I have banged the drum for Wendy's saying it's my favorite fast food restaurant. But don't tell me they get into this whole slashing quality in order to make quotas. I don't like that, bro. Like that, you know I'm going to say something. I don't care. Nah, hell no. They're chewy. Well, come on, man. I can't believe that. Like rubber. No joke. I'm not trying to be extra about stuff, bro, but that is like not, I'm sorry, but hold on. These are inedibly chewy. Like, I feel like I'm eating a tire. I'm not trying to be extra. Y'all know I am not the type of person that do stuff like that, but I saw something that's incredibly alarming on the wall at Wendy's, and from what this costs and what this tastes like and what it is, I am shocked and appalled. This is the worst tenders that I've had from any place at Wendy's that I never thought I'd see today. Never. I'm disappointed, man. Can't eat those. Can't even give them to anybody. Nah. In the bag. Gotta go. I also called myself saying I wanted to try what I think is one of my favorite things at Wendy's. One of my favorite things in fast food. And this is the spicy Asiago bacon ranch. So you get lettuce, tomato, bacon, Asiago cheese, and their ranch. I hope that this patty is not weird, bro. But here it is. That's fun. I don't know what happened with those tenders, bro. I don't know. This is, to me, one of the most underrated sandwiches in fast food. Let me get some signature sauce. I forgot I put the sauce in that thing and threw it out. Like, you can't even save those. Some of the fries. This is the same location I go to all the time, too. So I can't even use my locations matter theory. Fries is okay. The fries are, to me, like the one thing on Wendy's I've always said is like, okay. I don't think they're elite, but I don't think they're bad. Like, I like them, but I don't love them. It's a respectable hand-cut, skin still on fry, which I enjoy. The sandwich has always been my thing. Spicy chicken filet. Recently, I've switched to the Asiago over just the regular spicy chicken because I like the bacon Asiago cheese ranch combo. Thank goodness. But I want to talk about something that I saw that I can't believe Wendy's would resort to this because they were a place that I believed prioritized quality, which is why they were definitely on the expensive side of fast food, but I didn't mind. But as I was going through the drive-thru, now, this doesn't affect me, but it will affect a lot of consumers, I believe. I'm looking on the drive-thru little like thing you talk into, and very quietly, they switched their lettuce without saying, like, making a big announcement. Just very quietly. Wendy's used to use big leaf, like, romaine baby lettuce that they always had. It was never shredded lettuce, so it was just like a leaf, which I thought was a better version than a lot of fast food places would do that shredded iceberg. They put a notice up that says they switched to that shredded iceberg, which I would have to guess is cheaper, which I would have to guess a lot of people who eat lettuce don't prefer. Some people like shredded iceberg, but I don't know if you prefer it over like a romaine. But that to me seems like a cost-cutting move, which is very alarming because instead of doing things that would help the consumer, you did things that help your pockets. And that to me is unacceptably annoying. It doesn't surprise me that most corporations do stuff like this, but I thought Wendy's, like, I know Dave Thomas, may he rest in peace, would never approve of that crap. Now, using shredded lettuce, I actually looked this up while I was sitting in the drive-thru. Using shredded lettuce allows you to use parts of the lettuce that you wouldn't use when you were using whole leaf lettuce. It comes across as you can use in bulk and is more cheaper, which is why a lot of fast food restaurants do it. I just feel like so many of these places try so hard to squeeze the last dime out of every consumer that they have when most people are aware of what the hell is going on right now. And that's becoming hard to afford food, which is why fast food sales are declining. So instead of doing what I think is a smarter business move, which is making your food more affordable, shout out to the 4 for 4. It's always been a thing. But you're squeezing the last dime out of people in a time that I just don't think it's a good look. Fast food sales have been declining in a lot of places. Chipotle and McDonald's just posted like some of their worst quarters they've ever had. And I can see why. Now, from my standpoint, who does reviews of mostly chain restaurants because that's what people want to see, because even though I want to see these places do well, because that obviously helps me, because I can continue to make videos about it. Now, at the end of the day, my allegiance is still to everybody, and I've always talked about whether I think something is a good versus a bad deal, even when I'm reviewing something. I'm not afraid to say something against these places, even though a lot of them do watch my videos. A lot of them do follow me on social media, so they're going to see this video when I make a short of it on IG and TikTok, because I know Wendy's follows me. Wendy's, don't do that to your consumers, bro. The reason that you have been successful for all these years is because people like your stuff, and if you start screwing them over so that your CEOs can go on another boat trip, it's not going to fly very well. That I had already ordered my food, but that just rubbed me the wrong way. And from what I've seen, there's a lot of Reddit posts and things like where people are actually annoyed by it. The majority of people don't like it. Some people actually do, because they said it makes Wendy's taste more like a Big Mac. I saw one with the shredded lettuce, but Wendy's is Wendy's for a reason. You're not supposed to be making Big Macs. You're supposed to be making Wendy's. And shredded lettuce is not a Wendy's look. Looks like ass to me. I don't like any lettuce, but if I did, it'd be romaine. Anyway, the snickerdoodle Frosties are good. Those tenders were highly disappointing. This still tasted the same, but my experience at Wendy's was a little bit of a letdown today, I'm not gonna lie. But my job is to give people kind of like the state of what I think with things and to give people my thoughts on different things that they put out. So that's what I'm always going to do. And if I think something sucks, I'm going to say it. If I think something's good, I think it's overpriced, I'm going to say it. So I appreciate y'all for watching, man. This was the last thing that was like decent. And of course it costs $12 freaking. Makes sense. But we'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. Hand signs. They made it to YouTube.